Tell me about the Saturday that this happened.
It was a Saturday. It was my oldest daughter, senior day. Muffin actually woke up that morning and fixed breakfast because it was a very important day. We celebrated pretty much everything in my household, especially my oldest daughter being a senior. I went home and Muffin's energy was off. So I said, hey, Muffin. I said, what's wrong? And she just seemed so overwhelmed with whatever because she wasn't too open with sharing her feelings. That's why we wrote, I had a mailbox outside of my room and so did she, because it was our way of communicating if she's uncomfortable telling me something. So I'll tell her, write me a letter and I'll write you a letter back and put it in your mailbox. So that's how we would communicate. So I asked her, I said, Muffin, are you sure you're okay? And she was like, Mommy, and she showed me something online. I immediately was perplexed, one, because I asked her not to entertain anything online any longer. Look how your energy is right now. So in that moment, I took all electronics from her room. Her cell phone, her laptop. And then I said, today is a day for family. We're gonna cook. And we're gonna watch movies. That was what my thought process was, because my oldest daughter was enjoying her time outside the house. She normally comes with me to the grocery store, but because her energy was so off, she was like, Mommy, I'm just gonna stay here and I'm gonna clean my room. So I went to the grocery store. As I was pulling back in, I have a glass front door. I went to the trunk to get the groceries out of the car. He runs out and he couldn't speak. And I've never seen a look on his face. I said, what's wrong with you? And he was trying to talk, but as he's trying to talk to me, my other two daughters are standing in the door full of blood. And I don't see Muffin. So I don't even know what happened in that moment. Just got in the car and drove the car into the house. Like, I don't know what this moment was about. But then my daughter, it's like, Mommy, you have to come in the house. She fought. She was fighting because she had her book. She's on the talking bench. She's in my room. She was mentally fighting to stay. I do believe. But when I walked in my room, my daughter had took her own life on my talking bench. And I couldn't even save her life. And in that one moment, my grandmother always told me that a mother's love is the strongest love in the world. In this case, the hate of those enemies overpowered me. And that is why I feel anger, sometimes rage, because in this gray area of life that I'm experiencing right now, I am trying to save the lives of my other 4 children. One who cannot come outside because of her anxiety. The other 2 that I don't even see them when I look in their eyes. And my oldest, who thinks that she needs to be strong in every way for me, and she's just a child. So I'm saving them. And any other little girl who thinks being different is weird, I want them to hear this story. You are not weird. Her movement will continue. Her life will not be in vain. It's so awful that all I got was 13 years with a child I invested so much in. The prize when you invest is to see them when they're older, to see a productive adult, something you brought into the world, be great.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.